So if I say the planets are, what would that mean? What do you think that means?
Well, for me, like just the intuitive thought would be that you go out, look up, and you see a line of dots in the sky, like they're in queue to come, get some ice cream or something
In a line. Okay.
In a line.
Planetary alignment. Okay. So put a pin and consider the following.
Okay.
Okay. We have the sun in the middle, its own star system, the solar. And first out, we have Mercury. Then you have Venus. Then you have Earth. Then you have Mars. Then you have Jupiter. Then you have Saturn. And then you have Uranus. And okay, you realize that all of those planets orbit in about the same plane.
Right.
Okay. So we're like one giant pizza pie with the sun in the middle.
Okay.
Okay.
So far, so good.
Oh, by the way, Pluto orbits 30 degrees out of that. One of the many reasons why it does not belong among us.
Well, because Pluto was just like, look, I've marched to the beat of my own drum.
Pluto has its own rhythms, for sure.
Right.
So everybody is orbiting in the same plane, geometric plane, flattened plane around the solar system. And by the way, everybody's moving in the same, which was a deep hint for us to tell how the solar system, do these planets fly in randomly? Well, if they did, then they'd have random orbits around the sun.
Right.
And then some going forward, some going, quote, backwards. So they're all going the same direction and all in the same plane. And so it was concluded, this is now thinking that's been 250, maybe we started from a big gas cloud that collapsed into this pancake, and in that pancake, the planets with the sun in the middle. That gets you everybody orbiting in the same direction and in the same plane. So let's go down to Earth and look up into the sky. Where are you going to all the planets? Are they going to be everywhere in the sky?
No.
No.
They're going to be on the same plane.
They're going to be on the
same
plane as we are. Okay. So not only at any given moment, you're looking at half the sky. So, on average, half the stuff is going to be in the sky when you're looking, on average. Half the, okay.
Because we are on a ball, and
you look at one
you're
side.
looking one side of the ball, and you see half of what's out there.
You're seeing half the sky.
Because the other side of the ball is looking at the other half of what's out there.
Half the sky, okay?
Right.
And you gotta wait till it's nighttime for them, but they see the other half, okay? All right, half the point of the planets, including the moon, okay, which is also tilted a little out of the plane, but not enough to be important for this example. And the sun is in the almost by definition, because we're all orbiting this, okay? So the classical planets of antiquity, which are all the objects that moved against the background stars, that wandered. The Greek word for wanderer is planetes, which is where we get the word planet. And there were 7 planets. The sun, the Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. And the 7 days of the week. The names we give to the 7 days of the week are traceable to the gods that oversaw those days, dating back to Greek and Roman mythologies. We've also touched with Norse mythologies. So the Norse counterpart god to the Greek and Roman gods share the same. Okay. So Thursday is whose day?
Thor.
Thor wields the lightning bolt. Who in Roman legend wields lightning?
Zeus.
Zeus is
Zeus
Greek.
Is the Greek.
Jupiter is Roman. So if you look at the Romance languages, the word for Thursday is named for, and what is it in Spanish? Lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves. Jueves, that's Jupiter.
Gotcha.
Okay, it's named for Jupiter. That's why all the names of the days of the week are capitalized. They're named after actual gods and planets and things. Point is, all of these objects in any given are always in a line. Period.
Right. So it's,
I don't know how else to bring the news. We are in the plane of the solar system, and we're looking out and we see other objects in the plane of the solar system. And if you take a circle, put it on its side, it's a line. if some planets are a little closer to each other in our sight line than at other months, okay? So if they're a little closer, then you don't have to sort of turn your head along the line to see them. You might catch them in one glimpse, okay? Generally, that is what they want to call planetary alignments, but it leaves people thinking that planets are not aligned at any other time. The moon is among them. So in any given night, if you see the moon over here on the right and Venus over there on the left, make an arc between them and complete that arc across the sky, look for other planets on that. You'll find them. You'll find Jupiter, Saturn, and if not that half of the night, wait till the other half of the night.
Right.
The planets are aligned, and this lineup will not. It's possible for something to be rare and completely uninteresting. I just trying to put, people say, oh, you're such a downer, and I put it on, on social media. Why you're such a downer? I like looking up. There are other reasons to look up, okay? I don't have to fake a reason for you to, the asteroid might be coming. I want you to look up. And because we're orbiting the sun, we're always getting new angles on how everybody's on. And it's always new, and it's not going to repeat for hundreds of thousands of years, but every single day. Conjunction is you get like 3 planets, and I'll include the moon among them as a classical planet that wanders against the, by the way, they call them wanderers because they didn't understand the physics of gravity.
Right.
After Newton, they're not wandering at all. They know exactly what they're doing.
Exactly. We actually know where they're going.
And so do they, right?
Right.
Look through binoculars and all of them are in one field of